Hey y'all, hey, this is going to be an energy reading on Cardi B and how she feels about Offset, okay? So we're going to get into the overall energy of what the tarot deck is, okay? How does Cardi B feel about Offset? I see the Seven of Cups, okay? I feel like she feels overwhelmed by choices, distractions. She feels like he was a distraction. She feels like he was she feels like he was a distraction. She feel like she was an opportunity, okay? This Seven of Cups is about imagination, wishful thinking, options, fantasy, and daydreaming. So I feel like he was in love with the perception of who Cardi B was. And so this is Scorpio energy. It's heavy on Scorpio energy. There's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it's heavy on Scorpio energy. It's about releasing. It's about endings, okay? It's about daydreaming, illusions. She feel like he was a fantasy. She feel like she feel like she was like an opportunity. And so I also feel like for a long time, this is the Two of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And so I know Cardi is an air sign. I don't know what Offset sign is, but this Two of Wands, right? For a long time, she was trying to figure out if she should stay or if she should go. This Two of Wands is about planning, expecting results, progress, decisions, discovery, leaving home, okay? And so there were some things, and so she tried and she tried. And so even though things felt out of control, she would try to do her best to keep situations in control and keep things intact. There's about balance. There's also about action, taking charge, okay? She feel like I see the Ace of Pentacles. There's Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. When I see the Ace of Pentacles, I think about a new like promotion or like a new bag, and it's like money, possessions, self-esteem. But there's about prosperity. It's about an opportunity, manifestation, abundance, new career of a financial opportunity. So he feel like this was a new avenue to like a financial opportunity. And so I feel like that's what she's starting to realize. There's a Knight of Cups. I feel like he will always come back in with some type of love offering. He's creative. He's romantic. Prince Charming. He has a certain beauty about him, following the heart. Sensitive proposal. So he could come off as sensitive sometimes. He could come off as emotional, needy, okay? And so this is how she feels. He will fuck up. He would cheat, and then he would come back in and he would do right and romanticize her and be romantic and creative, and he would be Prince Charming, buying all these things, winning her over. I see the Nine of Wands, okay? And so when I see the Nine of Wands, there's Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. This is about courage, persistence, a test of faith, maintaining boundaries and strength. And so when I see the Nine of Wands, I think about exhaustion. I feel like she has come to a breaking point, okay? There's about courage, resistance, persistence, okay? And so even though there was frustration and there was anxiety and exhaustion and fatigue and a lack of motivation, she persisted. She kept on drawing off of her inner strength. She felt like this was a test of faith, and she felt like they were going to get through this, and sometimes they would get through this. The King of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, okay? And so there's heavy on fire energy. It says strong leader, power, charm, courage, visionary, mature, career-driven, successful. And so at one point in time, she felt like he was a strong leader. He had power. He had charm. And he do got charm, okay? She felt like he had courage, even though she felt like he had... I just not heard she felt like he had bitch-ass nigga now. He had courage. She felt like he had courage. She felt like he was a visionary. He was career-driven. He was successful. I'm seeing the Temperance card. There's Sagittarius energy. And so when it came to like ending this relationship or coming to a resolve, this is about balance, harmony, moderation, patience, purpose, finding meaning, being sensible. And so it's like she knew she had to be She had to be the change that she wanted to see. She had to cultivate happiness, peace, and serenity, okay? So this about doing things in balance and moderation. So this was about imbalance, okay? And there's about excess. And so if there was excessive cheating, he was going to the extremes of overindulgence and addiction, okay? And so even though she would try to realign and find meaning, he would, it's like addictions, sex, alcohol, drugs. I'm also seeing the Four of Wands. And so when I see this Four of Wands, there's Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. There's both celebration, stability, harmony, reunion, friendship, family, community, and homecoming joy, okay? However, I do feel like there was some misunderstandings. I feel like he left home a lot, moving around, arguments, poor communication, transitions, and conflicts, okay? And so she realized that she didn't need him to realize that she was worthy and deserving of happiness to be celebrated, okay? I see the Seven of Pentacles. There's Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. She knew that she's a good wife. There's all planning, progress, reflection, investment, results, long-term vision. And so she did some self-reflection, okay? This is heavy in Taurus energy. When I think of Taurus energy, I think about conforming. I think about morals. I think about values. I think about commitment. When I see the Seven of Pentacles, this was a lack of long-term. She didn't see the vision. This is like a waste of time, okay? When I see the Seven of Pentacles, I hear slow and steady wins the race. A man who finds a wife finds a good thing, okay? Let's see what else we have here. How does Cardi B feel about, Offset? The landlord, the devil, okay? So she felt like he was living rent-free. She felt like he was hot like fire. She feels like he is toxic. He's a liar. He's a cheater. He's a thief. I'm hearing murder. So this landlord, this is Capricorn energy. There's about toxicity. It's about bondage. It's about triggers. It's about temptations. It's about addiction. Hot like fire. There's an ashtray. I'm seeing roaches. I'm seeing pills. And so there's some addiction. So she got clarity, okay? He didn't want to. It's certain addiction. He don't want to release, okay? Roaches, pills. I'm seeing some type of power, some type of, maybe a crush pill. So there's some addictions. There's some stronghold. Games. He thought she was a game. He tried to control her like she was an Xbox, or like she was a PS74, whatever the hell you call it. He tried to play her like she was a game. He treated her like she was the revolving door, okay? The revolving door. She got tired of it. She's tired of it. Too many cats, okay? He had too many cats, too many pussy, too much pussy around him, too much pussy power. Make that pussy purse. I'm also saying deception. She saw a lot of deception. He's a liar. A lot of deception. Microdose, okay? I'm seeing mushrooms. I'm seeing drinking. I'm seeing popping pills. He's a microdose. He has addictions. It's toxic, okay? I'm also seeing the conspiracy theorist, okay? He always came up with a conspiracy, or why this happened, or how this happened, or who was trying to pull them apart. More. The stand-up. And so he tried to come off as the stand-up guy. However, this is about he should be a comedian. It's like he's the laughing stock, okay? It's like he want his voice to be heard, but it's like people are laughing at him. He's crashing out. It's better that he is silent than to keep on speaking, okay? Now, let's see what we get from this deck. How does Cardi B feel about Offset? I'm seeing this. It says, if the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, okay? So this is about, I feel like things are at a standstill, okay? The water is still, the boat is flawed, the boat is stalled, and these are about choices, treasure, objective, purpose, determination, smooth sailing, assistance. So Offset needs some assistance. She felt like she was of assistance to him. There's a lot of water energy. However, he needs to ground his energy, and there's some choices and decisions that he has to go within and make with himself instead of blaming everybody else. I'm saying if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. There's about self-love, relaxation, regeneration, satiety within replenishment, okay? So this is about self-love. There's about healing, okay? There's about getting her emotions under control and starting to pour into herself instead of pouring into Offset, pouring into herself and her children, okay? She's allowing herself to emote and feel what she feel and releasing. I'm saying, well, that just deals my pickle. So right now, Cardi is in total contentment. Living life is a yes, success, which is granted mastery, joyous resolution. So I feel like there is some skill development, some mastering of her emotions. I mean, she had an outburst, but she's human, okay? But I feel like she's mastering her emotions, and I feel like she's finding happiness. She realized that she is the one responsible for her happiness. I'm also saying sweet too. It's like she feels like Offset has a sweet tooth for females. It don't matter what type of female. She feel like there's always going to be a temptation. She feels like it is what it is. It's like he's an alligator that preys. It's like hankering. This always the energy of having other women is going to always be hankering around him. There's about intimacy, a message of love and proposal. Even to this day, it's like he still wants to get back with her. Think he can still get back with her. And so because he can't, that's why he filed for alimony. It's like she's a money bag. Money bag, money grab. Money bag, money grab. I'm also saying chicken with his head cut off. Right now, she got his ass running around like a chicken with its head cut off. That's very busy. He feels he's overwhelmed. He's in a frenzy. There's deadline, stress, chaos, refocus, and redo for best results. So this about her knowing that her heart chakra, all this green is her heart chakra. And so her heart chakra is healing. There's her root chakra. So she's taking action to heal her heart. She know can't nobody heal her heart. Nobody is responsible for her happiness and her well-being except for her. And she knows that she has to be good or make herself good or heal herself for her children also. I'm saying I'll get around to it. What's the rush? Way to inspire action only. Trust, relax to allow the flow, right? And so this about relaxing. It's about chilling. And so Offset didn't really think that she would leave. He felt like he would get around to being faithful when he wanted to. She would never. She's not going to leave. She's not going to walk away. Okay. There's more than one way to skin a cat, and so he thought he could keep on getting away with things. There's more ways. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Breakthrough, solution, originality, receptivity, faith. Okay. And so even though she had good faith, her intuition told her to. And it is what it is. When a certain pattern becomes habit, you know what I'm saying? Were you raised in a barn, okay? Poor manners, lack of tact, discourtesy, impoliteness, social grace required, okay? And so there's the vibration of 4. There's about unplugging. Were you raised in a barnyard, okay? You act like an animal. You act like an animal. Was you raised in a barnyard? And for the most part, I feel like she felt like he was raised in a barnyard. God don't like ugly. And God don't like ugly. He's feeling that. Nastiness, clash, strife, resentment, argument, spite, grudge, revenge. I feel like those cards came out for his too. God don't like ugly. He's now saying that karma is real. What goes around comes around. There's the last deck. How does Cardi feel about Offset? She is drama free. Mask off. Okay. She is now drama free. Now that she cut that off, now that everybody know what it is, she's drama free. Taking the mask off. She ain't got to lie no more. She don't got to pretend. She don't have to pretend, okay? I'm also saying I've got superpowers, okay? I've got superpowers. She knows that she has superpowers as long as she changes her thought pattern. She knows that thoughts are very, very powerful. She has superpowers. She knows which superpowers to use now. I'm saying just the present moment counts. Nothing matters but the present moment. The past don't matter. The present moment matters right now. Her happiness moment. Her happiness matters in this moment. Okay? It's like she's getting rooted. She's getting grounded. She's getting clarity. Okay? It's like she's touching grass. She's trusting her discernment and her wisdom. It's the last card. I don't understand, yet I'm a genius, okay? So he said all these things about her, yet she don't understand, but she's a genius. He's trying to do all these equations, and trying to go all around the mulberry bush, trying to gaslight her and make it seem like she's the crazy one. However, game over. The game is over. She no longer wants to participate in his game. She no longer wants to be a fool. You are good enough as you are right now. You are good enough as you are right now. And she knows that she is good enough as she is right now. She don't have to settle. She don't care who it is. She don't have to fake and be happy. She don't have to portray something that she's not. She wants to be happy. Now she has a self-awareness. She is accepting herself, flaws and all. Okay, and so that's how she feel about all that. She knows that she is more than worthy. She's good enough. And right now, this says let's be crazy. And so her and I don't know who that other guy is, they want to have fun. They want to live their life. They want to laugh. They want to have fun. And so let's be crazy. Okay, and infinity. And so she just wants to be happy. She has no obligation to take advice from others, okay? And so Offset, he practiced abuse of power. So she wants him to go get some fresh air, and she has gone to get some fresh air. She feels like he needs to touch grass, get some fresh air, leave me alone. And so thank you all for watching. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to tell a friend to watch this, okay?